The Cardinals have many reasons to not have a full-blown issue with Kyler Murray. They've had a simmering issue with Kyler Murray dating back to the homework clause they tried to jam into his contract 3 years ago. And we mentioned this on the FNI podcast on Sunday night. I wrote something about it yesterday. As I was doing the wide net who may be traded stuff over the weekend, and it was a constantly evolving thing, like I got a flash on Saturday that, could Kyler, is there a way Kyler Murray gets traded by the deadline? And there's too many moving parts. And every time I say that, I think, shit, he's going to get traded today, isn't he? But this feels like it's ending between the Cardinals and Kyler Murray. And I think it ends in the offseason. And I think that's the real issue here. This isn't about how do they tiptoe through the landmine of not saying the wrong thing now. This is all building toward Kyler being traded to a new team. But part of it is, if you want to get maximum value for Kyler Murray, you can't make him your number 2 quarterback. You can't bench Kyler Murray. It's got to be he'll play when he's healthy, and he's just not healthy. He's just not healthy. And I think that's the way they're going to do this. The old Dennis Green 100% rule. He used it on Brad Johnson in 1998. Broke his leg against the Rams week 2 in a 38-31 win. In comes Randall Cunningham, career rebirth. After Brad Johnson's broken leg heals, they always ask Denny Green, when's he going to play? Because Denny Green said, starter can't lose his job to injury. So he said, when he's 100%, when's he 100%? I'll let you know. And eventually, everybody just forgot, and it was Randall Cunningham's show. That's the only way to play it, Devin.
Yeah, and I think the key for Arizona, they need Jacoby to keep playing at a high level, and you have to do it that way. And again, I'm going to always go back to it has everything to do with the guys in the locker room. And I think that's why ultimately, as a head coach, you have to be confident making that decision. It can't come from the people who are not in the locker room. They don't have to stand in front of a team every single day and give their remarks and give their thoughts about the game that happened or what they need to do in the next game coming up. Because when you don't play the right guy and then you come in front of that room on a Wednesday morning and you tell the team, this is how we win the game Sunday, they're looking at you like, no, the way we win the game is by you putting a better player in, the guy who's helping us win. So for the head coach, for John Gannon, and I think he's going to do this, you're going to go and say, hey, this is a decision we're making. Hey, everybody else is getting one room like you just talked about with Disney and YouTube TV. Get in one room. Let's come up with a plan of what we're going to do, and let's go execute it. But I think one of the key factors in this is Kyler Murray. Like, what does he decide? How does he want to go about doing this? How do you become the best kind of source that you can be shipped somewhere else? What makes you, more attractive in a trade? And I think he has to figure that out because the pride in your ego, like you want to be out there playing. You want to be the guy. He's been the guy. How do you go about doing this because you think this is what's best for your future?
Remember how I was saying the other night that when I was a kid, I would run the analytics on do I say that thing and get spanked or do I not say it and not get the little dopamine rush of getting to say that thing? I just thought of that now because I do mean this as a joke. I like Kyler Murray a lot, but my thought was he'll be fine with it because a new Call of Duty's coming out soon. So that's my...
Thanks, Florio.
Devin wasn't as amused as... I could tell he was really amused by something I said earlier because he actually laughed. That was more of a courtesy, okay. But still, Kyler's got that, if you have to explain it, it's not worth it. Anyway, Kyler doesn't seem like the kind of guy that's going to go hold a press conference, right, and complain. Like, he's very kind of like chill and just goes along with things. And also, I think that one way to get him on board with it, hey, he's got this foot injury. Let the thing heal. You don't want to injure it if you have a new beginning. Like, maybe that's the way to do a deal with him. YouTube TV, Disney style. Get in the room and say, Kyler, here's how we're going to do this. We're going to go with Jacoby, but after the season, we'll trade you anywhere you want to go. And we're not going to be jerks. We're not going to demand 3 first-round picks. We'll accommodate a trade to wherever you choose to go, we'll make it happen. And that gets him on board with it. And they can try to ride this thing out because Jonathan Gannon, the coach, and Monty Austinforth, the GM, are trying to save their butts here. They're working for a team that's been around for over 100 years and has never had the same head coach for more than 6 years. Ever. Look it up. Jim Hannafin, Ken Wisenhunt. That's it. Bruce Arians made it 5. 6 is the max. Gannon's halfway there. And he may not get another year if things go like they did earlier this season. This may have last night's game may have saved him, especially if it sparks something that leads to more wins, and it's more likely they're going to win with Jacoby Brissett. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.